Still in a 9 to 5 doesn't describe a job, it describes a season that stretched longer than you planned. You followed the rules, you showed up, you carried responsibility, and somewhere along the way, the years filled up fast, and you expected to have a different lifestyle by now. When you come across something about online income, the hesitation isn't about learning, it's about trust. You're not interested in trading one exhausting structure for another. You don't want a laptop version of the same grind, just dressed up in a new language. I'm Kareena, your dream guide, and today we're talking about how retirees manage online income without burnout by choosing a proven structure, one that replaces employer controlled schedules with systems designed to protect your time and energy. Stay with me because by the end, you'll be able to tell whether an income path truly fits your life now or recreates the same pressure in a different form. If working with clear boundaries feels possible for the first time, pause here. This video is meant to guide your decision without pressure so you can decide whether a different work-life balance fits your life. Before income even enters the picture, it's worth slowing down and looking at what your days already feel like, because burnout doesn't usually start with money. It starts with time that never fully belongs to you. When your workday finally has an end. What wears you down isn't work itself, it's living inside a day that never truly belongs to you. In a traditional 9 to 5, the day technically ends, but mentally it doesn't. You carry unfinished tasks, tomorrow's schedule, and constant expectations home with you. That's why even your free time feels thin. It doesn't feel like rest because your thoughts are still on the job. Proven online income path works differently. Instead of stretching across the entire day, it's built around a defined work window, often around 3 focused hours, spread throughout the day, each with a clear start and clear stop. When that window closes, the day actually ends. This goes beyond time management. It creates permission to plan trips, enjoy slower mornings, and spend real time with family, and stop feeling like life is always waiting. When your workday has edges, your life starts opening up. That's the first step toward a dream lifestyle that no longer feels postponed. Once you notice how draining open-ended days can be, another thought naturally follows. If time already feels scarce, how much time would something new really take? A 3-hour daily rhythm that preserves your energy. For decades, you were taught that longer hours meant more value. Staying late meant commitment. Being available meant security. That belief worked inside a job, but it breaks down when you're building income for yourself. A 3-hour daily rhythm isn't about doing less. It's about doing the right things in the right order. Instead of spreading effort across an entire day, this approach concentrates your attention into a short, intentional window where actions you take move you towards your income. Think of it like walking into a store with a list instead of wandering through aisles. You stop browsing. You stop second guessing. You know exactly what needs to be done, and when it's finished, you're finished. That's why retirees who follow a defined daily plan stop feeling pressured to overwork. Progress becomes predictable, energy is preserved, and life starts fitting around income, not the other way around. I'm sharing a blueprint that shows beginners how to build income online step by step. It's designed for people who want structure instead of hustle and a path that fits the season of life you're in now. The link is below whenever you're ready. Even with fewer hours, another concern often surfaces. Does the responsibility actually end, or does it linger in the background all day? Income that continues without checking in. The moment online income needs your attention all day is the moment it starts feeling like another job. That's where most people burn out, not from working, but from feeling responsible every minute. Checking, responding, wondering if something isn't working the second they stop paying attention. The path I teach works differently because the repetitive tasks are processed in the background. The messages, the follow-up, the sales pages, they don't depend on you showing up every hour. You spend time on what needs to be done, and it doesn't stop when you step away. That's the shift. You're no longer babysitting income. You're not replacing a time clock with notifications. You do your part during a certain amount of time, then you choose how the rest of the day unfolds. That's how income fits into your life instead of taking it over. When time and attention finally feel more contained, one last weight often surfaces, one that has nothing to do with hours or effort. You don't have to carry every decision alone. Sometimes what exhausts you most isn't the work, it's having to figure out everything needed to create online income by yourself. Guessing what to do next, wondering if you're missing something important, questioning whether you're even on the right path. That mental load drains energy faster than long hours ever could. This is where mentorship becomes the deciding factor. Instead of experimenting your way forward, you follow a guided path that has already been traveled. You know what to focus on now, what can wait, and what actually matters. For retirees, this changes everything. Confidence replaces hesitation. Progress replaces second guessing. And instead of carrying every decision alone, you move forward with clarity, which is what keeps burnout from taking hold. When you step back and look at time, attention, and guidance together, a bigger picture starts to form. And that's where clarity finally appears. A simple check before you choose something new. You made it to the end of this video. You must have come to the realization that there's more out of life than going to work and supporting your employer's dreams. I can't wait to see the changes about to happen in your life. Before you choose any new income path, there's a moment where everything either aligns or it doesn't. When something truly fits your life, the signs are clear. Your day has a defined ending. Focused energy turns into visible progress. Income continues without demanding constant attention, and you're not carrying every decision on your own. When those pieces are in place, income stops feeling heavy and starts feeling sustainable. That's why I'm sharing a free Freedom Formula Blueprint that has created 126-figure earners in the United States alone. It shows you how to build income online step by step using structure designed to protect your time, energy, and peace of mind, not consume it. If staying in the same 9-to-5 rhythm feels heavier than exploring a different proven plan, the link to the blueprint is below. No pressure, just a clear way to see whether this approach fits you. Are you serious about building your dream lifestyle? The video on the screen shows you the next practical step forward.